Sodor Stories, a new Quarry engine. After Sydney had gone to the works, after his runaway, the engines at the Blue Mountain Quarry were working harder than ever. The engines were working very, very hard. But Sir Handel and Duke were working the hardest. They had to take goods trains all the way up to Owen. Owen is one of the only steam-powered truck lifts on the island, which makes him proud for this. As Sir Handel was puffing along the line, with Duke behind, he was steaming along like nothing was ever going to happen. And that was right for a considerable amount of time. Sorry, I can't pronounce considerable, if you know what I mean. But anyways, as Sir Handel went up the tunnel, he came out the other side. Right, said Sir Handel, gotta get these trucks up to Owen. Hello, Merrick. London Bridge has been rebuilt again. The trucks derailed, and Sir Handel had to try and re-rail them. But the more he tried to pull them and get them on rails, the more they derailed. Oh dear, said Sir Handel. And he even derailed himself trying to re-rail the trucks. He re-railed himself, and the trucks were soon cleaned up. And he then went off and back to the bottom. As he went off to the bottom, he saw a bright blue engine coming. "Who's that engine?" said Sir Handel. He didn't recognise it from up above the quarry. It was Sydney's replacement until Sydney returned, and he would be then taking tours around the railway. Proteus Quarry was still needing track repairs, and Proteus was still stuck there. But as Sir Handel came down to the bottom, he saw who it was. "Oh my buffers," said Sir Handel. "It ain't the Gamby," but it very much was. He went onto the turntable. "Oh my," he said. "It really can't be." It was just so much in shock. But it was Albert the Mid-Sodor engine. He didn't look like how he used to be on Mid-Sodor, because he had got lots of repairs and replacements, like a red side wood and a buffer loss. He was very kind now, as he always was kind. As he came up, he saw Sir Handel. "Oh, hello, Sir Handel," said Albert. "Hello, Albert. I can see you properly from up there. Ah, and plus, I almost didn't recognise you because of your red side wide and buffer loss," said Sir Handel. "Well, that's how it is," said Albert. "Now, where's my first job?" I don't know," said Sir Handel. Then the quarry manager came up. "Your first job is bringing trucks to Owen." "Who's Owen?" Up there." Albert looked. "Oh, I see. I'll get to it then." The turntable turns to Albert. Right, I better get getting these trucks ready for towing. It's Owen, said Sir Randall. Okay, said Albert. I'll get these trucks for towing. It's Owen. Albert didn't know how to pronounce Owen just yet. As Albert came out the tunnel leading up to the quarry, onto the top levels, he was very nervous. I hope I don't make a mistake, he said. But his brakes failed and bumped into the trucks. Oh no! Why did they have to put the trucks so close to me? Said Albert. He wasn't angry at the trucks, he was angry at himself. But as he started reversing, he accidentally fell asleep. He has all of his repairs have made him a bit weak. So whenever he worked, he wasn't always quite right. And as he was coming up to Blondon Bridge, he had trouble trying to come over it. His wheels got jammed on it. His driver woke Albert up. Oh, why did you wake me up? Said Albert. I'm not ready. I need to sleep with all these repairs, said Albert. Sorry, said his driver. But when you're at a quarry, you must work proper. Oh, fine then, said Albert. Wait, proper? Said Albert. Yes, said his driver. As Albert was steaming along the line, he had to go in front of the trucks. He was still a bit mad at his driver for waking him up, but he knew he had to do the work, and that the work was so important that he could not wait. Right, said Albert. I must try and stay awake, even if my repairs make me sleepy. He was trying hard to stay awake, but then he thought about what could have happened to the other mid-Sodor engines. Then he yawned and then even more trying to get to stay awake. He said. He went off to give Owen the trucks. But he was so tired he wasn't going at the speed the other engines normally went at. So as he was steaming along the line, he wasn't feeling quite right. As he puffed up to Owen, there was trouble. When he was steaming up, the trucks derailed. Albert didn't know, but he disintegrated the two trucks when he was pushing them. And then he fell asleep. He went onto Owen's platform and went flying down. Then went flying back up. After that, he went into Owen's winch shed. When he woke up, he saw the thin controller standing before his eyes. I'm sorry, sir. All the repairs I've had since mid-Sodor haven't been doing well. They make me sleepy, so I can't do work. And they wanted to scrap me, and you saved me from being scrapped, sir, said Albert. I know, said the thing controller. I know you're very sleepy now, and so I've decided that you'll scrap me. Oh no! I've decided that you can get proper repairs and make sure you can work properly. Wait, really, sir? Yes, of course, Albert. We can't have an engine who can't work properly, can we? Well, yes, said Albert. It was all a shock to him, but he was very happy at the same time. Albert steamed out the quarry and now could get proper repairs and be fixed properly. And Sydney returns once Albert had left the quarry. Right, said Sydney, let's get to work. But the work was still too busy. So then Albert was going to stay even after he had been sent to go to the works. Since Sydney came back. I wish I can be let out the quarry, said Proteus. I just hope they can fix my rails up soon. But the engineer who's going to help out at Blue Mountain Quarry, well, that's a story for another day. Link.